So this is just one of the alleys which leads to the back of like some of the hotels. That's a bit of a smash one there, look at that. Look at that one. And welcome back to a brand new video. So it's a brand new week, Monday, and the weather is a little cooler today after the scorching weekend in Blackpool. So we're gonna have a bit of a look around because there's some news I want to show you. Come and join me. So we are just near King Square, and this building has had an awful lot of work done to it, and it's covered by a £7.5 million project to transform this historic building. And there's going to be all new fascias for the shops, and it's set to open next month. And also a small business hub for all like the small entrepreneurs starting the businesses is set to be coming here also. And like I said, when they valued it, or not valued it, when they estimated the repair work, they underestimated there was all sorts extra what needed to be covered. But it is going to be opening next month, and it's we'll take a bit of a walk around this building. Like I said, it's just near the Stanley Arms Hotel, so we'll have a bit of a walk around. This one was actually designed by John Charles Robinson, obviously many years ago, and it is one of Blackpool's historic buildings. And you can see there's a lot of sort of scaffolding and green netting all around this one, but there's an awful lot of work gone into it. You can just see there's a gentleman there, a labourer, just finishing off the tiling some of the fascias on the front.
You're not finished in there yet?
This is just a bit of a look from the like the inside. You can see them lovely like sort of like tiles, green tiles. Awful, like I said, awful lot of work, and this has been shut off for many months as work continues. So as we continue, you can see the Regent Cinema, and that's like an antique store now, but also they do like show some of the old films, and you can even book the old ghost tours also. And like I said, there's an awful lot of been happening internally and externally, and like I said, they've even got sort of like solar panels and all sorts, like I said, what's been carried out. So it's a bit of a mixed pot in regards to where the money's coming from. Some by the council, and some by the local trust, as we just sort of turn the corner on Church Street. So have a bit of a look at the building around this side. So these are some of the shops at the other end of Church Street, and you can see, look at that one, that's probably gone. That Patrick's Quality Household Furniture, you see some of those. But yeah, like I said, this is whip the camera around to the right hand side. You can see some of these have been here for many years, these ones like Mankind and many of the shops along here. So it's also had investment in the air source heat pumps, and upstairs there was like a disused floor space, and that's been completely transformed into offices and meeting rooms. And like I said, that's fantastic, you know, for all like the new businesses, I guess. And like I said, £7.5 million has been spent on this one. So all this area along here, including the new buildings, what's been going up, and like I said, the new university project, is going to totally change the whole of this area. And just see St John's Church just in the distance area. Yeah, I thought I'd just bring you that. Like I said, this building, very historic one in Blackpool. And another fantastic building, like I said, the Regent Cinema, and it was opened in 1921, and from 1970 it would become a bingo hall. We have covered this one a while ago, but another fantastic building, so much history with this one. So just at the back of the Winter Gardens, and this holds some magnificent events and shows, let alone like the darts Britain's Got Talent, all sorts of wonderful things. In fact, we'll just branch off to the left, because along here you got all these like really old trees, and like I said, it just reminds you a little bit of Devon. And this is what in sort of Torquay, Devon, and around these areas you've got trees like this on most of the roads, and this is what Blackpool lacks, you know, a bit of greenery. And yeah, if all the streets were like this, it'd be fantastic. But yeah, some of the other guest houses, Beaton Villas, that one. And some of these buildings, you know, are quite old in Blackpool. And again, like I said, they've got some wonderful little guest houses along here. In fact, we'll do go down a bit of a back alley in a minute. Like I said, this is just on Leopard Grove, this one, another one on the corner of the Alberts and the Arlingtons. So this is just one of the alleys which leads to the back of like some of the hotels, and it's always great, like I said, exploring new areas what you never normally walk down. Like I said, this leads onto the back of the hotels and the shops. And to be fair, you know, it's nice and clean. You got a couple of like little pillows and bits of rubbish, but you know, all in all, it's not too bad. But yeah, it's great, like I said, exploring new areas, what you wouldn't normally come down. You think, oh, you know, what's at the back of there? So it is interesting. I think so anyway, personally. So sort of heading down. So I'd imagine, you know, a lot of these people, when they got the rooms, this is what they look back on, I suppose. We never fail to see an old mattress now and again, do we, in these alleys? I'm hoping you can get out of it, because I'll have to backtrack all the way back. Fingers crossed. Let's see if I can. Let's have a look what's around here, see if I can get out. Can I get out? Yes, I can get out. There we go. So that's a bit of a route, bit of an alley. All the it shows the rear of the hotels. That's a bit of a smash one there. Look at that. Look at that one. So that's the alley we just walked down at the back of all these, the Oxford Hotel, Sutcliffe, Royal Alexandra. So all those hotels along this little stretch. That's the back alley to them. So as we continue and head a little more into the town, you can see they've got little hotels and little restaurants along this way. Look at this one, an Indian restaurant. And again, you got some nice little guest houses. I'd imagine there might be some parking around the rear to these. Look at that, no vacancies, no vacancies. So they must be doing all right. And there's a couple there. You can see another wonderful little building, sadly gone. So it's a bit of a mixed bag along here. Like I said, you know, some have managed to survive, and some sadly gone. As we just cross the road, I'm sure this used to be an Argos. I'm very sure, and then I'm sure it used to be a job centre as well, if memory serves me right. So I'm not too sure what this building is now, but I'm sure this used to be an Argos, and then it became a job centre. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure it was. Yes, it was. It used to be an Argos. And then it just leads straight to Coral Island. So now we've hit like the town centre, which leads onto Central Drive. And you see all them little gift shops along there. Sells the Rock and the Kiss Me Quick hats. So this is like really the start of Central Drive, in another area which is subject to huge redevelopment projects. Now this is Central Drive. We have a bit of a walk up here, and the iconic joke shop was once up here. When that got demolished to make way for the leisure centre. Let's just carry on. But yeah, the iconic joke shop was there, and then we got the police station. That's just a pile of rubble now. We're going to have a quick look over there. Still about one story left. Another one, the Castle Pub, fantastic when the football games are on. So yeah, this is Central Drive. Like I say, it spans all the way right down. They've got the old picture house, which is not in use. A lovely building, that one. That's a graded building. And again, you got all the fish and chip shops, all sorts along this way. And basically, this is Blackpool's coach station at the present. You see where everyone gets dropped off on the buses as it moved from Talbot Road many years ago. And that's now a car park. And I think they're actually spending some money on that car park, to be fair. So I wonder if that will be closed up temporary. So yeah, Central Drive, like I say, it's going to have an awful amount of money spent on it. So we're going to cross over. I'll just show you the latest on the police stations. Nothing really changed since around Thursday last week, it looks like. That's the central car park there. So yeah, Central Drive. You see the Smuggler's Rest Hotel. That's a shame. That's seen better days. Harlequin's Cafe been boarded up for many years. So let's just head over to the police station. I'll just show you the latest. So this is the latest at the police station. You see the old long arm is still here, so that hasn't been moved. I'd imagine since Thursday last week, and the police station there feeling a little sorry for itself. So like I said, it's a bit of an update on this one. You can see not much left. So today tells a little different story in regards to the weather, and it is still warm, but you haven't got that sunshine, and just a handful of people on the beach. We've always got the backing of the beach patrol and the emergency services. So they just look over everybody, making sure everyone's safe, but you can see hardly anybody is out today. So as a new generation of seagulls are taking over the town, I think that's going to be the end of today's video. So I hope you did enjoy the video. Don't forget, hit that subscribe and hit the notification button. You'll be notified of all the latest videos. And until next time, look after yourselves, take care, and it is a bye from me. Bye bye.